everyone.
Hey guys.
So it's kind of a scorching day. Yeah, scorching hot day. Here, I'll show you guys very quickly how bright it is. It's a little windy also.
Good day for the beach.
Yeah, good day for the beach, but we can't do that. We need to heal first.
Yeah.
And my face started to heal, like peel now, like about to peel. Yeah.
Mine was the other day, but then after I used the sunscreen when we went this last time, then it stopped peeling.
Yeah.
So it helped.
Yeah, that's good. So anyway, guys, for today's video, our topic is about, someone asked the other day about, relationships, about marriage, and what shocked me when I got to the US, what shocked Dennis when he got here in the Philippines. Well, do you want to talk about yours first or me first?
Look at yours.
Yeah, first, guys, when I got to the US, I was just amazed when we got off the airport. That was in San Francisco airport.
And you were only 20.
Yeah, 20. I was only 20 years old. And I thought, oh my gosh, it's so chilly in here. Even though that was July or June, the end of June.
Yeah. Everything
amazed me and then we went to the airport garage, and I didn't know what Dennis car, I didn't know what he was driving, what kind of car it was. I didn't care, and I was just amazed. And I go, so we're gonna ride in a vehicle, you know how to drive? Like, everything seems nice. And of course at that time it's starting to go dark, so I could barely see anything then after a while, because we got there at like 7 something o'clock, and then before we got to or the apartment that Dennis was renting, we stopped by in a drive-thru, and Dennis ordered something, like he said, oh, you want this chicken with rice? And go, oh yeah, that sounds good, rice in it, like chicken and rice burrito. Yeah, so
Taco Bell.
I thought, yeah, from Taco Bell. So I thought it will be a normal chicken with what you call this, chicken with rice in it. So I got excited and go, this is cool. And, so when we got home, and when we arrived to his place, I started eating the burrito, and I thought in my mind, oh my gosh, this is horrible. This is like a dog's throw up, like, because everything in it, there's rice, there's chicken, and it's a little like saggy. I didn't know all
like Mexican food at first.
Yeah, all the sour cream in it. There's a little cheese and some beans in it. Like, oh my gosh, this is like everything. Like, it's like a throw up to me. So I didn't eat it. I only had one bite that I can barely swallow, and that was really one of the moments, or the first day I arrived in the US, and one of the things that amazed me was or shocked me is about the garbage disposal
thing.
Know
what a garbage disposal was?
Yeah, even the microwave and all. It's just wow. I never used something like that. We don't have it here in the Philippines. So there are actually so many things, guys, that really shocked me and amazed me. I could go on and talk about it for like hours and hours, but I just wanted to share that everything when I got there is like new to me. So I could go on, guys, like I said, for many hours if I talk about the rest of the things that I experienced in the US. But
so now it's I taught you to drive there too.
Yeah, Dennis taught me about everything. Taught me how to drive. I depended
about a washing machine and a dryer.
Yeah, you taught me, like I said, everything, how to use the microwave, how to bake in the oven, how to just about everything. So
it was all new to you.
Everything was new to me. I was very thankful, honey, that I got there and you were still the same. You could have easily killed me and buried me in the backyard, but you were instead you were still nice to me. You were the same person that I know, because before I left, there's so many people. We even have a relative that that told my mom, why did you send your daughter to America with a foreigner? Oh my gosh, like that.
Yeah.
Someone I know that just killed her for an insurance. Our mom was in a panic and was just crying so much.
They had to watch a seminar at the embassy before they got on a plane to leave.
Right.
That showed Americans kill their Filipino wives,
Right.
make slaves out of them, all this stuff. They had to see that
Yeah.
at the seminar.
Yeah, our mom was just so worried and feel regretted that how bad of a parents we are. That we sent our daughter to some foreign country, thousands of miles away, and there's nothing we can do if something's happened to me.
And that woman that said that, after we came back here, what did she do? She sent her daughter off to a foreign country with a foreigner.
No, she wanted her daughter to hook up with a foreigner,
Yeah,
but it
right.
didn't happen
Right,
because I don't want to talk about some other stories, but I'm just saying, I cannot forget that moment, guys. That was the hardest part on me, like hearing our mom just crying so much because feeling bad about
Afraid, yeah.
afraid, and someone scared her, or just one of our relatives. It's not even our relatives; it's just a wife of our relative.
But your grandfather wasn't afraid. 'Cause I swore to him that when I took you to the U.S., I would protect you with my life. And he was very glad to hear that. And it made him very happy. And,
Yeah.
and I meant it.
Yeah.
So he wasn't worried.
Right. That was a little bit of my story about getting to the US and what surprised
Everything
me.
was new.
Yeah, everything was new. And for you, honey, what surprised you when you arrived here in the
Well,
Philippines?
what surprised me in the U.S. is after you got your green card, you didn't leave. You didn't leave me. Everybody goes, oh yeah, they'll just use you to get their green card,
Yeah.
they'll leave you for a younger
Yeah.
plan, blah, 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 and all that. And I go,
Yeah.
well, at least we'll have a good time until she leaves. So, yeah, she didn't leave.
Yeah, there's a lot of rumors about that too, because it happened a lot that a lot of Filipinas
they
get to
did.
the US, get their green card, and realize, oh, actually, my
you just
husband,
old guy.
yeah, my husband doesn't have any money. I could find someone younger
Right.
and with more money. So it's something. There's so many stories like that. I even know a few of them that really broke up with their husband because complaining about they don't have money.
So
they
I was
cannot-
very happy that Marissa turned out to be who I thought she was.
yeah.
That was
Surprising to you that I didn't leave.
yeah, surprising to
I
me.
got my green card. I even got my citizenship,
Yeah.
and I stick with Dennis
driver's license.
throughout the
All the trials and
trials
tribulations.
and all the stressful situations we
Lived
faced
there
there.
for 11 years.
Yeah, I lived there 11 years, and I became a citizen after 4 years of staying in the US. And
Yeah.
so, if I wanted to leave, I could leave easily. I could find someone easily. And same thing with Dennis. He could break up with me easily and find another person. It really, relationship, you have to work on it and keep working on it, and also it matters a lot what kind of
Right.
connections you have with your partners.
Yes, yes.
The connection is very important. How you connect each other
It is.
matters a lot.
Yeah.
Because
You know what? I've got some comments before about, how does a guy come to the Philippines and buy property without putting in his wife's name? And to my knowledge, you have to put it in a citizen's name.
Yeah.
If you're just out buying property and if you don't trust her, don't marry her, man. It's that simple, I guess.
Actually, when Dennis was just visiting in the Philippines, there was some taxi driver that we hired and showed us some property that Dennis was very interested on, and I didn't want him buying all properties and spending money here because I don't want him to think that oh my gosh, am I buying this property for this girl? I wanna show to him that it's not about the
I should
money.
have bought the property, though. I could have quadrupled my money.
Oh yeah, the property that was half hectare for 750,000, and now that's worth millions.
Millions.
Because
It's
it's
a couple blocks from the new airport in Pangalao Island, and
Wow.
right next to the Bohol Beach Club. I mean,
oh my gosh, and it's near in the highway.
yeah, right near on the highway.
Oh my.
I should have bought it, but shoulda,
Yeah.
woulda, coulda.
Yeah, but I didn't at that time. I don't want you investing money here in the Philippines, and we're not even married yet. What if
Right.
you will realize before we got married that, oh, I don't really like you, I like somebody else, and then you invested the property, then it's gonna be a lot of trouble. So I just wanna focus on
Yeah, we
like,
weren't even married yet.
yeah, we're not married yet. We're engaged but not married.
right.
I didn't want to make more complications, and I just want to focus on building our relationship. Or are we gonna get to the stage where we're even gonna get married? And are we gonna continue to get along? Because at first we really get along so well, and it's like we know each other for a long time. So even with our big age difference, I can tell that I have already a good connection with.
Yeah, we did.
Dennis,
We
you know.
have a good connection.
Did you feel like you have a good
I
connection?
did. Yes, I did.
Even though you thought at the time that I was too young and
Wow. Well, when we were on the video talking, she said she was 23 or something.
yeah.
And when I got off the plane the first time to come meet her, and I saw her and her cousin and her aunt standing there, she looked like she was 15 years old. Like, oh my God, I'm going to wind up in jail, man.
I was so
She
young.
looked very young, man.
Yeah.
But she was actually, when I first came here, you were, what, 19?
Yeah. I was telling Dennis I was older than actually was, and he was also saying a little bit younger than.
Well, I was only I'd been 60 for a month.
Yeah, and you said you were 59 when I asked you, because you don't wanna really go to
60
that.
sounds a lot older
Yes.
than 59.
Yeah, it was funny. So we both kind of lied a little bit
Yeah.
about our age, but I can't believe, guys, that in 1 week from now is our 18th
18th
years anniversary,
We've
wedding
known each other for
anniversary.
19 years.
Yeah, wow, amazing.
18-year anniversary, and a lot of people that don't know us or know our history have commented, "Oh, she's married to old grandpa," and blah blah blah.
Yeah, for money and all.
But we've been married 18 years.
Yeah, and they would say, "Oh, he married her for convenience, for to someone to
Be a
take care of, caretaker." Yeah, people will say all kinds of mean things, and they don't even realize that.
Mostly foreigners that say that.
Yeah. So without knowing about our lives and our relationship, it's not about how long you've been married. It's about the quality of marriage also that you have. I believe that. What's
Here. That's true. So true.
yeah, because there's a lot of marriages that you're staying together, but even though it's
For convenience, and it's going to financially ruin you if you get a divorce. But sometimes it's worth paying to get rid of the person.
Yeah. Well, I was just because I know a few around married people that I know that they're staying because they don't have a choice. They depend on their husband, or they have children or something like that, and they're very unhappy with the marriage, and they just accepted it for what it is, because
That's
they
depressing, man.
Because they said, what am I gonna do with my children? And marriage, there's no divorce here in the Philippines,
Right.
and I feel sorry for that, and I don't know how I can stay in a marriage if I'm not happy anymore.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, it's really hard. I just
Well, I understand a lot of people stay there for the sake of the children while they're young,
You are staying here in the Philippines, and what some of the things that shock you?
Well, I'll tell you. I got to do a little story first. I've always been a very independent person, taking care of myself, do my own cooking, wash my own clothes, and pretty much took care of myself. And, I was in charge of my life.
Right.
And and that's the job I had. That's what made me successful in a job. It was I was a fixer. I was the fix-it man. If there was a community or a subdivision that wasn't working the way it should have worked, give it to Dennis. So I was the guy they sent to fix it, and I did fix it. It was I knew I was getting hired to make things work, and that's what I did. And that's the way I approached my job. That's the way I approached my life, fixing things and being in control. So when I came to the Philippines, suddenly I realized I wasn't in control anymore. I couldn't even speak the language. I couldn't talk to anybody. I couldn't go to the stores. I couldn't pay bills. I couldn't do nothing. So all of a sudden I had to turn everything over to her, and that was probably one of the most difficult things for me.
I'm sure it was. I mean, when I got to the US, I don't know anything about it. I depended on Dennis. He paid the bills, everything. But slowly, though, I learned and I start paying bills. I went to the bank by myself, opening a bank account or like apply a credit card by myself.
Here, you mean?
In the US, remember when you were in the truck at that time?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
That was like about 2 years later after I got to the US. And so I was proud of myself that I went to the bank and opened my own account, and wow, that was amazing.
So and you came in 2007.
Yeah,
and in 2008 when the crash hit, due to corporate downsizing, I lost my job. And I'd been there 10 years. And of course, the higher positions, the higher paying positions are the ones that go first.
Right.
When the economy takes a crash. So,
you know what, guys? I got to the US, married Dennis. I didn't even know how much money he really made. I mean, I didn't bother to ask him. I think. Although he was saying to me that, I manage some community, but I don't know anything about it, and I don't know what kind of money you were making. I didn't know, but later I found out that he really did make good money after we already got married. But these dogs.
Dogs interfering with our video. Anyway, so that was one of the things that surprised me the most when we got here, and of course, getting used to the customs and not being frustrated by the differences. And that's probably the hardest thing for me, and I think for most people, is people are creatures of habit, and they come from a foreign country and come here where it's totally different, and they got to learn to accept it. And that was hard for me too, accepting that and realizing, hey, you ain't home anymore, boy. You're away from home. And you got to play by the rules here. So I still struggle with that sometimes, even, but much easier now.
Because Dennis was so independent, and when he came here, he just trust me with everything. I'm doing everything for him. The things that needed to be done. But it's the same thing when I was in the US, and I trust you with everything. So you moved here in the Philippines, you trust me with everything. I think I managed very well.
Well, you did. She did manage well. I mean, we bought a lot here before we came. But unbeknownst to me, once she was positive we were coming, and she was working there, she was sending the money here to her family, and they were overseeing getting the house built. Which I didn't know anything about. And so when we came here, of course, the house was not quite finished, but it was finished enough to live in. And the bedroom had a TV, a nice bed, and AC. And we had no floors in it. It was all concrete floors, no painting done.
Well, in our bedroom, there's already tiles in it.
Yeah,
and the bathroom is all fixed up, except the rest of the house.
The master bathroom was fixed up with a hot shower. And I thought we were coming here.
Flushable toilet, not like you pour bucket in it. So
I thought we were coming here to rent a house. When we got here, I thought this was going to be a rental for us. And then she asked me how I liked it, and I said, "Man, if we can build a house this good, I would like it fine." And then she told me this was our house. that she had built without me knowing it.
You were
So that was probably the biggest surprise for me. Yeah.
yeah.
It was a real
You
good-
were so shocked, honey, that before I can tell that you're getting a little emotional, and before it gets further, I just kind of like divert you because I didn't want you to. But I can tell how appreciative, how
yeah.
shocked you were, how
Nobody had ever done anything like that for me.
unbelievably.
Ever.
You know, I can tell it in your face. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
even you were so thankful to my family, to our dad.
I
You
was,
were
man.
very.
They were so helpful, and they come in and cleared the lot, oversaw Maribin, I guess, that it oversaw getting the materials here,
Yeah, our mom, all of my family helped it.
oversaw the workers.
Yeah, before we got here, you know, you helped me with everything about all the materials. My family was just helping me. One of my brothers didn't even bother to want to. He said, "Don't pay me. Just give me a little gas money." And
Right.
but he work here, and they
I'm
didn't.
just amazed they all got it done without me even knowing.
Yeah, I know. You didn't know anything
No, I didn't know
about
anything about it.
Yeah.
I've learned some things about moving here. Filipinos are the majority of Filipinos are very welcoming, very friendly. There's always some in everywhere that's, but the majority of them are very friendly, welcoming, give you the shirt off their back if they need to make you feel welcome. But don't be arrogant with them. Don't take it for granted like somebody owes you something. You gotta be humble,
Yeah.
and and so learning all those things. Of course, I was never arrogant anyway.
Yeah.
An arrogant person. I was always considerate of people. But that was learning the customs is difficult, and like I said, turning over control.
Yeah, well, knowing that you let me be in control about everything here in the Philippines, financial, I'm the one who budget the money because I'm the one who run around, pay
Yeah.
the bills and all. And in 7 years, I'm sure you already realized that I'm handling it.
Yeah, you
really
handle
well.
it very well. Yeah, you do. You're very thrifty, sometimes a little too thrifty. But, we've had commenters go, why do you let her do everything? You need to go out there and, be the man and do this and blah, blah, blah. There's obviously it's somebody that don't live in the Philippines. Because they see a foreigner coming and the skin tax gets added onto the price. You can't negotiate with them.
Although there are foreigners that do it themselves, and
There are.
some they studied it, especially if they came here by themselves, or maybe they don't trust the wife or the girlfriends or whoever.
Right.
They're the one who budget it and they deal with everything. But I told Dennis, you just have to trust me and don't worry about it. I'll take care of everything. Just like when I was there, I trust him with everything and I let him handle with everything and with full trust that.
There are some foreigners here that come here and survive by themselves. Last time we went to the embassy, not the embassy, but the immigration office in Davao, I met a guy there that had been here for 7 years and he was still single. And all he did was keep renewing his visa all the time. And he'd been here for 7 years and he was doing fine, man. He had a Filipino with him.
But not married.
Not married, and not always the same one that, spoke for him and helped him maneuver through the system. But, other than that, he was doing great. He was having a great time.
Yeah, that's what we can share with you guys for now. I mean, there's so many things that we did not come out in our mind right now, but all the experiences we had
We've talked
together.
about a lot of them before.
Oh yeah, we've talked about even some of it in the videos, and we've been here in the Philippines for 7 years. We're gonna be married for 18 years soon.
18 years, man.
Yeah, July 13th is our wedding anniversary, and 18 years. I
And
can't
the 15th
believe it.
is my birthday.
Yeah, 15 is your birthday. I can't believe that 18 years. It just seemed like 8 years.
I know.
Minus the 10.
It doesn't seem like 18 years at all.
Yeah, it's I guess when you just live your life, and
When you're having fun, time flies.
yeah, time flies. Yeah, and I don't know, we are still talking about what we're gonna do with our anniversary. We would like to go somewhere really and stay at a different place, or different, just to get out and
Right.
yeah,
Just to celebrate our anniversary a little bit.
right.
Go somewhere
Even
for the night.
yeah, just couple of days, and wow, in another 2 years, honey, will be
20
years. I hope
Wow.
we can make it to another 12 years. That will be 30 years.
Yeah, wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoy listening to the story that we're sharing with you, and I hope that if you are married and or looking for someone, good luck to the ones that looking for someone, and I hope the ones that are married, I hope that your marriage is good, and wishing you more years also of happiness. And
Or if you're looking to come here, hope we answered some of your questions for you on what it takes to get settled
yeah,
in a new place.
right.
And I'm sure there's
Yeah.
plenty of questions out there we didn't answer.
Yeah,
but we
but
will if you send them in.
yeah, but we have so many videos that with all kinds of situations here about the Philippines. I upload videos every day about life in the Philippines. It's mostly about our, personal life, or what we're doing that day, family life, and sometimes we go out in public and sharing with you what's going on. And
We have videos of our life in the U.S., a few of them, and
yeah,
showed a couple of
pictures. It was pictures, yeah.
of our life in the U.S.
Yeah, so far we still enjoy our life here in the Philippines, and we also hope that someday we can go back to the US to visit. I don't know about staying there or living there again, but at least for a visit, for a month or something like that.
Nice.
Yeah. So thank you very much, guys. That's it for this video, and we really appreciate you all for watching this video, and take care, everybody.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching.
See you
Bye-bye.
guys tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye.